Do you know what to expect from your body when you're ovulating? Keep watching the video to find out more. Hey everyone, welcome to Girl Meets Body, introducing you to your body one episode at a time. In today's episode, we're actually going through a series where in each episode I'm going to be talking about a different phase of the menstrual cycle. Today we're talking about the ovulatory phase. And this phase comes at the middle of your cycle, usually in between days 12 to 14, although it could be a lot longer depending on whether you have a hormonal imbalance or not. If you have a hormonal imbalance or something like PCOS, it may actually be months from when you go to a period to when you actually ovulate. So if you find that you're not ovulating every month, you're not getting your period every month, and you need some extra support, more than we'll go into in this video, you can actually talk to your doctor or check out my Unlock Your Cycle program. You'll find the link down below. It will help you out with hormonal imbalances. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that today because I want to get into the ovulatory phase of your cycle. So in these videos, I give you a little overview about what's happening in the body during that phase. We go through the strengths and weaknesses, and then I like to give you a few tips on how to really maximize this phase of your cycle. So the ovulatory phase happens when your body is, you guessed it, ovulating. It means that your body has succeeded in putting together the right hormones to make sure an egg bursts out of your fallopian tubes, ready for a hot date and ready to get fertilized. And that means that nature pulls out all the stops during this phase. Your body pretty much wants to do everything in its power to get you laid and get you pregnant, which is bad news kind of if you're trying not to get pregnant. So one of my biggest tips here is to make sure that you really stock up on the birth control, condoms, female condoms, cervical caps, or just pure abstinence during this time of the month. The ovulatory phase is one of my favorite phases of the cycle. It comes with a lot of gifts, a lot of strengths. One of those being this is the time of the month when you're more statistically likely to feel happy and good about your body, good inside of your body, confident, walking with your head held high. If you're having good hair days, good skin days, it's pretty likely that it's probably during your ovulatory cycle. Your face looks more symmetrical. That is a scientific fact. I'm not just making that up. Your breasts get bigger and rounder, and your eyes probably have a little sparkle in them. And that little sparkle probably comes to the fact that you're a bit hornier during this time. You'll find that your sex drive rises, and you just feel more in the mood for getting busy. The other really impressive strength that you have during the ovulatory phase is your ability to communicate. This is a really social time of the month. This is when you want to plan most of your social engagements, go to parties, go out to see friends, give a speech at work, ask for a raise. This is a time when you are super persuasive, your way with words is heightened, and you're basically a goddess during this time. So I would say use it to its full extent. Because your verbal skills are so amazing during this phase of the month, this is when I recommend having things like heart-to-heart conversations. So the things that came up during your luteal phase, these little frustrations and ongoing issues, when you bleed on them during your menstrual phase, you come circle around to the ovulatory phase, and now this is the time to talk about it. This is the time to sit down and have a heart-to-heart because you're going to be more receptive to what the other person has to say, and you're going to be clearer to explain what you have to say. There's not many downsides to this time of the month, but the couple things that I would say are, one, you're more statistically likely to engage in risky behavior. And so that means sexual or otherwise, you're more likely to get an STD during this phase of your cycle. So make sure that your hormones don't carry you away, that your libido doesn't carry you away, and that you're making smart and safe choices. The other thing is that your focus for kind of menial tasks or organizational tasks is not going to be as great this time of the month as it would be during, say, the follicular phase that comes before this or the luteal phase that comes after. And I'll explain, you can see the other videos and you'll see how the menial tasks are a little bit different for follicular versus luteal because the energy is slightly different. But this is just to say during ovulatory phase, this is when I plan things in my business, like recording videos, for example, recording podcasts, interviewing guests, going out and working with clients, doing something that's more outward facing because it's actually the most outward facing part of your cycle of the entire month. So I like to use it. It's only here for a fleeting few days. Make sure that you take advantage of it while you can. So that's it from me. If you want to see the video where I go through all 4 phases of the cycle, you can actually find that up here. This card will take you over to that video. Like I said, if you want to find out more about Unlock Your Cycle program, you'll find that down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe so you don't miss a video, because Girl Meets Body is introducing you to your body 1 episode at a time, and I don't want you to miss anything. Lastly, if you like this t-shirt period uniform, I have it in pink, but there's lots of different colors. You can actually shop this from the link down below. This is from our Girl Meets Body shop, and everything on our YouTube channel is completely shoppable. All of the t-shirts that you see, you can find in our shop. So if you want one for yourself, go and grab one. Once again, I'm Nicole Harlow. Thank you so much for being here. I really value your time. I value you spending this time with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.